Dear source of all that is, was, and will ever be, I thank you today and each and every day for all that you do and all that you do through me. I call upon you at this time to guide me in summoning the ascended masters, prophets, prophetesses, and the angels of the Most High White Light, including Archangel Michael for protection, Raphael for healing, Jibril for clear and concise messages. Please give us the courage and strength necessary for us to face all of the challenges that are before us right now. Wrap us in your mighty wings and protect us from harsh negative energies. Thank you for always being here for us. Please surround us in your light of protection throughout our day. Be at our side and guide our words and actions to come from a place of love. Please clear our energy and vibration completely of negative thoughts and beliefs, releasing fears and self-limiting beliefs. Help us to fully and completely experience love, light, and joy that is present in every moment, and guide our path for the highest and greatest good. So it is, so it is, so it is. Beloveds, we are going to go back into the wisdom of the hidden realms today, and first we are going to roll the dice. I'm really liking how much fun I had with that yesterday, and so I may or may not bring that concept into my channel routine. Not that I actually have a routine. At one point, I really wanted to have like a specific day for specific types of messages, but was given loving advice, and it felt sincere. So I'm rolling with it. We're just going to be freestyle whenever possible. Of course, there may be times when I want to do a specific spread for specific types of messages, but otherwise, yeah, we're just gonna wing it. We're just gonna wing it, and we're going to begin today's message creating a storyline with the dice. All right, again, this is freestyle and timeless. And for anyone who listens, if you're listening, this message is for you, okay? It seems as though my device is back in working order. Yay! Yay! So we are recording from this angle so that you can actually see what's going down here. All right, so here we go with 3 minutes 15 seconds on the timer. Now moving into 3:20. Here we go. First roll, we have a 4. So, a slight setback that will start out feeling a bit disappointing. But it's going to lead to financial stability. So this may be certain tasks that you typically don't lean towards, pertaining to your vocation, trying new things. And you may not nail it the first time if it's something that's absolutely new to you. So maybe your first go around, you're going to be disappointed in yourself. But I'm getting it's going to have a lot more to do with your thoughts on yourself than an actual disappointment. Like, you are just going to be thinking that you're disappointed in yourself. Because whatever this disappointment is, it's going to be short-lived, and financial stability is going to follow. So it's going to be something that you may want to put into practice a bit before you put it into presentation, is what I'm getting. Yes. a slight setback. Some of you may be going into a task or a situation a bit overconfident. Let's just see. We have the number 5. Not much is going to change right away. But again, have patience. Because whatever this situation and task is, this project, it's going to mean something different for each of you. Not much is going to change right away, but it's still going to lead to financial stability. So this message is going to be primarily concerning your vocation. And you are going to meet someone who's going to inspire you and impress you in some kind of way. Okay? And something about meeting the status quo. Like, your first go around is like just good enough. But let's see what else comes out. We have the number 6. Yeah. It's like once you get a certain task like down pat, you're being guided to just go for it. And you're also going to have to think of it as like a trade-in, like something that's important to you, more than likely another project or task or situation that's important to you, you're going to have to give that up. You're going to have to give that up for this financial windfall to come in for you. All right, now we're going to go, again, we're winging it. We're not doing any specific routine, even with the dice. We're just going to go with it, freestyling. We're bringing in all 3 now. Okay. We have 2 5s. So doubling down on meeting someone who's going to inspire you. And with the number 2, for some of you, it's going to be like a love interest, or someone you are crushing on, or someone who's crushing on you. However, this can also be someone coming through to inspire you or impress you concerning a project or a certain situation that you're really passionate about. Like something that you love. Okay, so we also have the 2 5s and the 2 together, coming together as a 12. Important news coming in. And what I'm getting is that it's going to be concerning your vocation. I'm not really getting anything like romantic. I'm not getting that kind of energy. The type of love that I'm feeling is like a love for what you do. And it's going to catch the attention of someone who wants to come through and further inspire you. Reducing that 12 to a 1. Again, there's going to have to be something that you're being guided to give up in some kind of way. Yes. So what I'm getting here is that it's saying seeking advice pertaining to documentation. So what I'm getting is that some of you are going to be like selling your home, selling your car. You could be just selling everything to like relocate for this financial windfall. So for some of you, that disappointment is going to be a short-lived disappointment, like these small sacrifices that you are going to need to make. And not much change is going to occur as a result right away, but it's still going to occur. You're still going to be making status quo, and that windfall is still going to be coming in for you. So again, it seems as though we're still stuck in this energy pertaining to, and not stuck like in a negative way, but there's a consistent streamline of messages here, clearly pertaining to more vocation than love interests. We have 2 4s and a 6 here. So yes, prepare for that setback, guys, but it's still going to lead to financial stability. Double for your trouble. We have 2 4s here. So financial stability that's coming in slow because not much is going to change right away. But once this is really set into motion and you gain momentum with it, with this 6 here, this means something great. And you're being guided to go for it anyway. Go for it anyway. As it's going to be a new blessing that's coming in that's also well disguised. So you're not even going to know that it's a blessing for you at first. You're just not going to see it as a blessing. But hey, blessing in disguise or not, it still is what it is, okay? Wow. This is so interesting. So added together, this is 14. A new social circle that is going to bring excitement. So dig this. I'm getting that there's going to be inspiration coming from this social circle, okay? It may not just be an individual, like a single person coming through to inspire you. And this inspiration is not going to come in as a distraction to like divert you away from your project. It's going to bring about even more momentum because you're going from like 2 rows of 2 here to 2 rows of 3. So there is still so much to gain here. It's unrecognizable at this time. And again, it's like there's some small sacrifices that you're going to have to make that are going to feel like a disappointment at first, but it's still going to lead to that major windfall. All right. So now let's go into the wisdom of the hidden realms. We are actually going to do I'm pretty confident I'm not going to be able to fit it in the frame as like the traditional shape of the Celtic cross. But we are going to be a bit adventurous and use the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms deck to do a Celtic cross message from here, okay? Since there is some semblance of a vertical timeline, like I'm already seeing where you're going to go from disappointed to excelling, all right? So that's great news, and we are going to go deeper with Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. All right, so it's going to take me a moment to get everything laid out. We're going to bring in a signifier first. Okay, here's our signifier. And just bear with me because I'm not going to visually be able to like lay this out necessarily where you're going to be able to see the full cross. So your imagination is going to be rather useful for these messages. But yes, so here we go. This is going to be your signifier. All right. This is a signifier. Most representative. Okay. So now we're going to cut the deck. All right, here's the signifier. And I'm going to go ahead and lay out the rest. And then we are going to get into the message here. I wanted to do this on camera. So that you can see that it's not pre-shuffled, pre-laid. We're going in what's called blind here. Okay. Top. Bottom. Side. Just move that out of the way. We're going to leave the rainbow fluorite in place. All right, here we go. So since this is taking a bit of time, there is going to be a part 2. And that one hit the floor. Oh, goodness. The one that hit the floor is going to be the bottom card for the row going up the side. And that's going to signify you and your attitude. All right, let's keep going here. There's going to be a part 2 because there's no way I'm going to squeeze all of this into one video and actually have engagement with it. I just already know that's how it's been working lately. Other people who do long form content are also seeing it where like there's less interest in the longer videos, so we're trying to go for like 30 minutes or less, and so far it hasn't been working out the best, but it's still working out either way. So thankful and grateful for that. All right. Ooh. Before we even look at the signifier, what's happening behind the scenes, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Diamond Dreamer. We're not going to be reading the angel numbers today. I'm going to do this completely unplugged from other devices besides my recording device today, so that I'm not going to a device to look up angel numbers. All right? So, message. Behind the scenes, material wealth and true prosperity coming in for you guys. Claim it. Don't just believe it. Know it. This is for you. What a blessing. What an absolute blessing. Material wealth and true prosperity. And I was just saying with the dice that there is going to be a slow incoming change that's going to start out with small sacrifices, a little bit of disappointment in the beginning, but it's going to lead to not just meeting the status quo clearly. That small little setback and disappointment is going to lead, obviously, to a major windfall here. So you're going to be financially secure, but with that true prosperity there, true prosperity is not just about material relationships. It's the whole kit and caboodle, beloveds. It's all the way around fulfillment and contentment is what I'm getting from that. Physically, emotionally, spiritually, like, yeah, another banger in the books right here, okay? All right, let's look at this signifier. So we're just going to look at the cards in the center, and then we'll go to part 2 to do the rest of the message from the Celtic cross. As your signifier, the most representative of your energy, the Dragon's Duel, inner conflict, morality, and conscious choices. Yes. What's really standing out to me more than anything is that inner conflict. But this inner conflict, I'm picking up on, it involves a decision, a necessary decision where you are like up in the air about. You have to make a choice. For the majority of you, it's a choice between two different options here, with it being a duality. And this is giving me like Two of Swords type of vibes. Like, yeah, just like conflicted emotions and not wanting to have to decide. Not wanting to have to make a decision here. Oh, goodness. So, to clarify the Dragon's Duel, we have the Wise Woman of Wonderland, integrity and compromise. So yes, going with the choice or option that supports integrity, which will also mean for some of you that you're going to have to make some kind of compromise in the process. And for some of you, that inner conflict is stemming from you not typically being the type of person to compromise on anything, okay? We'll just put it that way. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just being real with you. This is my integrity shining through, all right? Being guided to tell you to lean more towards a high moral compass here, whatever you decide on. Maintain your integrity and lean towards a higher moral compass there. Healthier conscious choices, all right? So there's your clarification for your signifier. And remember, behind the scenes, we have this Diamond Dreamer. So, yeah. Things are going to be looking up for you either way. Okay. Now let's go into the next position. Oh, goodness. First card out, we have Sisters of the Seasons. That which covers you. Cycles of growth, natural law, and divine order. Well, don't you know it? Divine order trumps everything. Like, no matter what. So this is your general environment and what covers you. The influence, which will be actuated all the way through this timeline. Wow. Interesting. Cycles of growth that are governed by natural law and divine order, because divine will trumps free will, any other kind of will. Although we still have free will, and something tried to close my throat. Oh goodness. I wasn't supposed to remind you that you still have free will, but you're not free from stepping out of divine order. Okay, so that's why I was saying, remember that moral compass in the process, okay? And integrity. Keep that integrity strong. Keep it solid. All right? Clarify this cycle of growth, please, Sister of the Seasons. We have the eyes of beauty, positive expectations, and clarity. So I'm getting clarity from all directions. You will be providing clarity, but also receiving clarity. It's going to go both ways, especially with that Dragon Duel card. Okay, now we're going to move forward to the next position. Which would be your obstacles. All right. We have the High Lord of Gratitude and Service, selflessness, humility, and conscious action. Again, don't shoot the messenger, but some of you may be a bit on the self-serving side, whether it's conscious or not. I'm getting that for the majority of you, you're not even conscious of it. It's not intentional. I'm getting that because he's by himself, it's just him and you know, Source and his little bird buddy over here. It's more like you're just so used to being the one to be in control. Even with the mundane, it's like, I'm getting your way or the highway kind of vibes here, but it's creating an obstacle for you. The humility is kind of sticking out a bit at me as well. But I'm getting more like it's conscious action creating obstacles because you're just so used to being the one in control. Like self-assured is a better word. Self-motivated, self-directed. But it's harsh to some degree, or it wouldn't be an obstacle. And that goes this way, actually. So I'm going to inquire. Tell us a bit more about this High Lord of Gratitude and Service, please. Tell us more about this self-assuredness, possibly self-centeredness here as an obstacle, please. Tell us more. The map maker of destiny is like, yeah, you don't want anyone else oh, I see where the disappointment is, because this is the inspiration coming in that came out from the dice. It's like you're independent to a fault. Like, you won't even accept inspiration from others right now. But it's creating an obstacle for you because it's preventing you from actually being able to fully step into your authentic purpose. And here's free will right here. I just mentioned free will, and lo and behold, it's in your face. And it's playing in your face. In your face. Playing in your face. In your face. So we are 31 minutes in. We are going to go ahead and close part 1 and go into part 2. Thank you so very much for tuning in this far, beloveds, and I will see you in part 2.